Hello, Capricorn. You are watching Waylighter Tarot. I am Renee, and I'm here with a reading for the back end of August. So we've all been going through eclipse season. A solar eclipse in Leo just happened, and that is your eighth house of intimate relationships and other people's money. So you may have found that you got a bill, an unexpected bill, but also the means to meet it. You may have actually had an influx also of funding resources in some way. And you are now, we just already had this fallout. So you are now going to have an eclipse in Pisces, which is your third house of local community, of your daily relationships in close proximity, possibly short distance travel, and also sibling relationships. So at this time, you may find that your usual incredible analytical powers, an amazing you have an amazing ability to structure things with Saturn as your ruling planet. You can create whole ecosystems. You may find that the Pisces influence with this eclipse causes you to need to rely on intuition, that there is some needing to go within and needing to see the patterns that spirit is bringing to you that are different than they have been in the past. So we've all been in the Pisces, Virgo back and forth toggling of eclipses over the past 18 months or so. And that has challenged us to think both about what is it that causes our differences, or what is it that distinguishes us from other people, meaning like this and not that. And on balance, what is it that we share? What is the ultimate unity that we can move forward with? Understanding better that we share as much, if not more, than we have differences. I didn't say that very well, but I think you understand what it is that I mean. I'm starting to get pictures already, so sorry, you guys. Sometimes that means it's harder for me to form my words. Let's put it this way. The Virgo influence is about accessing your deep knowledge of going into the ground, going underneath the ground. You don't always love that. As a Capricorn, you like to build above the ground, but you may have been forced, like the seed, to go into the ground so that you can sprout something new. Really confining, not very comfortable for you. You have been wanting to push and push and push back above the ground again. On balance, you have been asked to relax into that and to feel the unified field of the all. And that has been probably a very difficult place for you to be. You want to analyze it all, and you've been asked to go with instinct and intuition. You're going to have one more time where you're asked to do that. And that patterning, that pattern recognition, and not going back to old ways of doing things and old ways of seeing things, but allowing Source to present you with something new, maybe something that happens again in the Pisces eclipse. So Source has already given you a card. I haven't seen what it is, but let's see how you're showing up right now. Yeah, you're taking stepping stones. So this is the stone deck. What is it called? The Ancient Stones by Rebecca Campbell. And you can see here that there's almost like this childlike figure who is walking, I just want to point out, walking into this beautiful light. And the top of it almost looks like a brain. And I love this image because, as I just said, you are a wonderful thinker, you're a wonderful structurer, and you've been spending time in your brain. You've been taking steps. You've probably, with your planning ability, you've probably been very carefully trying to lay your steps forward to a whole new beginning. And with that Leo eclipse that just started, and that is in your eighth house, you may find that your intimate relationships, the the things that show up in terms of shared resources may suddenly change, where you have more shared resources, but you're also being asked to share differently. All right, so since we have an eclipse coming up in Pisces, I also pulled out the Healing Waters deck by Rebecca, and let's see what it is. Oh, it's right on top. Let's see what it is that that Source wants to bring forward. Yeah, so clarity, clear waters. So you're taking steps toward greater clarity of not feeling confined and in the ground and perhaps stuck, but instead feeling like you're being nurtured and that you can move toward that light that was clarity, and also this clearing water. So clear vision, whatever it is that you have been thinking about and intuiting, if those two are connected, and that is an if, but if those two are connected, you're going to get confirmation of the beauty of this vision. right timing and an opportunity. So it may be that there is something that is um, coming to a conclusion and something new is starting. And you're going to have clarity around how to proceed those stepping stones. So instead of just laying them out and hoping for the best, which you've been feeling like you're a bit in darkness, it's going to clear. The mist is going to clear, and there are going to be healing waters, clear waters. Water is often used for scrying, to see visions of the future and of the truth that is in other places. And you may feel like you're doing that right now. So let's see what else Source wants to bring forward in terms of clarity. This deck is asking me to shuffle it really well. Sorry about the loud sound there. So, okay, we're ready. Okay, so you have, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So let me talk you through these and then we'll get some greater clarity. So the Six of Cups in this deck is an interesting one. Normally it is about one person, a child, extending a bouquet to another child, or two people who are standing close together, perhaps holding hands. Perhaps one has their arm around the other. It's this kind of childlike sense of camaraderie. So there may be someone who's been on your mind from childhood, but in this deck, then the person is alone. So you are, you can't see the Six of Cups there, but you can see the figure. There you go. She is sitting alone and feeling as though she's looking into that cup and wondering what it contains. It's a very interesting, different interpretation. And all of these cups are typically full. So it's usually this sense of bringing a lot and having a lot together. And that sense of when you're a child, at least in places, at times, you may feel that you can be provided for, or that you can make your own way. You have enough. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to do all that planning that we were talking about. I know you may say to me, but I never really had that kind of childhood. But you had a dream of it if you didn't have it. And so you may be looking into the illusion of that. I'm getting a yes on this. So it may be that part of what you let go with this lunar eclipse is the illusions that you had of childhood. And I think that there are two that I'm seeing here. One is the illusion that you had a soulmate like that. And the other is the illusions that you had about that soulmate. You will have to decide which of those it is, but typically, I will just say, typically the Six of Cups is not, it's not a card at all of having something taken away from you. And you are showing up, this is your card right now, showing this is how you are, who you are at this moment, okay? So it seems to be more that you may be seeing this clear-sighted vision about a water sign, possibly a sibling. So that would be what, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And you may be seeing that you've held an illusion about them for a long time and that it's in the way of your ability to create something, to have a relationship together. And Source says yes, because the next card is the Ace of Swords, and that is the card of truth. So yes, this is an important truth that you are going to see. The light is I get it now. Okay, so this first card that we had, the Oracle card of stepping stones, and I talked about her moving into this light, the eclipse. You're going to have this light. This light is going to dawn on you. The clarity of this water sign and this water relationship, and the feelings that you have, the emotions that you have for this person. And it does seem to be a person, and probably a woman, or at least someone with strong, let me just say someone with strong feminine and perhaps divine feminine energy. And I say that because this particular image is almost like we see the Virgin Mary. You don't have to be Catholic or any faith in particular, but we see that kind of light-filled blue, I can't think of the word that I want, but the mantle over her head and the blue light of the high priestess. So it may be that whoever you're thinking about, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, is someone who carries with them a sacred water high priestess energy. whatever this insight is that you're looking for in this cup, as you look into these waters, it's going to suddenly become clear what the truth is. And it seems to be something that's going to, I don't know yet, actually. You know what? I'm going to hold that thought and let's see what source plays out. Whatever that truth is, you feel as though this is an unequal relationship. See how he's kneeling in front of the king and asking for money. Typically, there are two people, and there's someone standing over, and it's the idea is like you give to one person and not to the other, and you decide that, and one person is accepting and able to accept that money, and the other person is either not given it or they are not able to receive it. And those are not mutually exclusive on either count, by the way. Um, there may be money involved in this, some sense of money coming in, resources coming in, and you feel as though it's unequal. So either you got the lion's share, and this person that you're in relationship does not has not been given an equal share or measure, or you feel that you've been not given an equal share and that you have to beg for it. And this has caused you to be more strategic, to be more, I'm just going to say it because I'm seeing it in this particular deck. He is doing something in private, in the night, in shadow. He is, I don't want to use the word sneaky because I'm not trying to say that you're doing anything unethical. What I am saying is that you have felt like that in order to get what you need, that you have to be, let's just say, strategic about it. The the backstory of that card is that in a war situation, he didn't go into battle. He actually stole all their swords, so there couldn't be a battle. And it may be that that's the only way that you feel that you can not be in battle over whatever this issue is that you either have to be a little bit sneaky about it, or at least not in full visibility, not fully transparent, or that you have to be a bit maneuvering. You have to maneuver the situation privately. You're doing it behind the scenes. I would just say to you that things come out at eclipse time in that equalizing of light. Things that have been hidden suddenly come to light, and so it's always better for you to be the one who has control over that and is able to say it rather than be dependent on it coming out and articulated for you. But that is your choice, and I certainly respect it. And I will just express that I am sorry for whatever the conditions are that make you feel that you need to just do things behind the scene or underground and can't just be straightforward. All right, so let's get some clarity here. So we have here clarifying the Six of Cups, we have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups can be about choices. You see that in this card in particular, she is this person, and remember, see, she's in the same position as that person was in the Six of Pentacles, right? Who is perhaps begging or at least supplicating. There's a hierarchical kind of ick relationship here. She is praying for an emotion, a way of loving that is better. You've been praying for a way forward that feels better to you and that can feel better to others. I just want to say first that I'm really glad that you're asking for yourself, because I would not like anyone to be in the kind of relationship or position where they feel like that they have to either beg or sneak to get what they need. That's not the way that Source works. And so perhaps part of this is learning to speak up for yourself and to basically take care of yourself. But there's a lot of love here. I just want to point that out. There are 7 cups here. It's up to you to decide which one is yours. And you can also ask, see that the goddess has her arm raised here. This is Aphrodite. She has her arm raised here. She's giving you 7 choices. So there are many choices. You can also ask her for the one that is for the best and highest good. And with that truth, if you can find the truth of that, of what is for the best and highest good, then you will open up the world. The world will open to you. You will go through those clear waters, whoever this person is who carries this high priestess energy. of water, I mean, we're talking about emotions here. We're talking about the heart, the water, the cups, all the cups in this. But this is the truth that will open up the world for you. And by the way, there are resources here. So that feeling like that you have to beg, you don't. You just have to accept the truth that there is enough love here. That is what is coming through. You've been given all of these cups. And I would say you can ask for the best and highest good, but what I'm getting now is they're all good. They're all, you've been given a lot of different ways to experience love. Just accept one. Maybe stop trying to figure out which is the best one and which are the best steps to take, those stepping stones. Love isn't always about planning. It's really about accepting the clarity of that water that at its truth, at its core, at its wellspring, let's say, I'm seeing the spring bubble, a lake. It is, whatever the water is, it is soft and it is smooth and it is enough to sustain you if you can accept it. That truth, or whatever truth it is that you find, can open up the world. You're learning this. You're learning about the resources of love. And I love this mixture here of the Six of Pentacles mixed with the Page of Cups. So we have here your earth sign and this inequity that's possible of giving and receiving. So the Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity, but you're learning about it in terms of emotions, in terms of love. There can be reciprocity in love. It is possible that, and these cups that you've been praying for, it seems as though Spirit has not just given you one possibility. Okay, here's your cup. You asked for it. Take it or leave it. But you get to have a say. You get to have a say in how it is. And it doesn't need to be this behind the scenes maneuvering to get what you need. But there's actually this Three of Pentacles. And look, oh my God, look. And this is not the usual image of this card, guys. This is a new deck for me, the Mythic Tarot. I He's giving each of them a pentacle. So there is an there's an equality here, the equality that you were hoping for, the equality that you thought you had to maneuver to get. It's here. The king is giving each of them an equal pentacle. There's cooperation and teamwork, and I think it's very important. Whoever, maybe this sibling situation, maybe there are three of you, and whoever this king is, who, by the way, is also the person who's working. You see him show up in the Eight of Pentacles, kind of the labor that you do to make your way through the world. And you certainly, so he's not the king that's on the throne. This is like whatever this money is, it was earned from work. So each of them are getting this so that there is no animosity between you. There is an equality that can bring about teamwork. Wow, I just took a deep breath. Did you see me take a deep breath? It's like somebody who like pushed on my diaphragm and made me take a deep breath. That's maybe how you feel. So just know, whatever this situation of inequality is, whether it's siblings in truth or whether they're work siblings, because our work family, our work situation can bring family feelings as well. There is greater reciprocity here and greater equality than you thought. And Source has answered with so much love your prayers for abundance and having enough and being loved enough. The world can open up for you if you can accept that truth. And that can begin, let me say, I hate the word should, by walking into the light and the love of, if you can't accept this love from your sibling or from your parent, whoever that is, your mother figure, I don't know who your mother figure is, but if you can't quite get there because there's just too much, then think of it as the world, as this, where did that go? As this divine figure of the all. There are clear waters, and there is someone who represents divinity to you, who is giving you great abundance. Open your heart and receive it. Oof. I'm like feeling really my heart and my belly. That is a deep truth, and Source has brought it forward to you with love today. Thank you for letting me be. Oh, thank you for letting me be part of that message. If there's something here that resonates with you, please like and subscribe so that others can hear this message too and other messages, and that our small channel can grow. And thank you, sending you so much love. I'll talk with you soon.